Right, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthems are complete. The team's already underway. Harry Kirk, who's with me here today, we'll be doing the commentary. The two sides coming on now. The ladies will be on first. We'll see the ladies come out to play. Right, for the New Zealand side, Beth Pika, Nikki Shaft and Stephanie Takarangi. For the American side, we've got Dory Johnson, Megan Wagner and Catherine Hannigan. They do the final trot around the field. The umpires, the national umpires, all just checking with umpires. We've got umpires Tony O'Donnell and Richard Chappell. They'll be officiating this game, and I'm really excited for this. I hope all you supporters get up and get really involved in this game.
So, yes, the international umpires here throughout the games, throughout the 2 weekends from each and every country competing in the 2015 Polocross World Cup. And out here we see Richard Chappell and Tony O'Donnell in charge of this first match. So they're about to call them to centre stage to get underway in Chukka number 1.
Right, here we go. They line up on the far side of the field on umpire Richard Chappell. Yeah. Right, they line up. Umpire's pony giving a little bit of trouble. He wants to get the line out straight and direct. Right, I hear the grooms going crazy on the far side. They must be supporting the United States. The ball goes in, it sells the back line, and who's going to be at first? It looks like it's a number 3 for the New Zealand side. Stephanie Takarangi, she can't get it. It's the number 2. It's in Nikki Shaft. Nikki Shaft, the ball gets dislodged, goes to ground. She flicks it back into the field. Who's going to be onto it first? It looks like it's the number 3 for the American side. The ball's out. It gets lost and out of control and goes over the back line. Looks like it was kicked out by a pony. For those of you that have never watched polocross, if it gets kicked out by a horse, it's a neutral line out. They line up on the far side on Tony O'Donnell. The ball goes out to the back. Who's going to be onto it first? It looks like they're going to scrum down for it, and it rolls back into centre field. The number 1 for New Zealand has it. She can't gather it, and the ball goes out of play. Yeah, they're all having a dig for the ball there. Catherine Hannigan, the number 3 for the United States. She's got the ball now. She plays a nice little net unto himself. The first bit of controlled play we've seen in this opening game. Chukka, Catherine Hannigan, she's got the ball now, puts in a big left turn, looking for an option from her number 1. Taking her time over the 30-yard line. She goes. The ball goes a bit astray. She gathers on the second bounce, looking for a number 1 and Dory Johnson. Dory Johnson getting hard marked there by Stephanie. The pass goes through. Dory receives, puts the underhand shot at goal, and that's the first goal of the Polocross World Cup. Dory Johnson putting in the goal number 1 for the United States. Right, they'll line up on the spectator side of the field. Umpire Tony O'Donnell to throw the ball in. Tony O'Donnell sends him back. Okay. Right, the ball goes into the back of the line, and it's the number 3 and Stephanie Takarangi. The long pass through turn number 1, and Beth Pika shoots the underhand shot at goal, and it's 1 goal each for the 1 goal each. New Zealand putting in their first goal there. Right, time is the electric timer is not running at the moment. Whoever electric timer is not ticking down. The score's working, but the timing is not going down. Whoever's in charge of that, if you could please see to that. Right, they line up on the far side of the field. Umpire Richard Chappell throw the ball in. Right, the ball goes in, it goes to the middle. It looks like it's Nikki Shaft. She has it. She's got it now, but it's Beth Pika. Beth Pika, the ball now moves away into a bit of open real estate. She's getting hard marked there by Dory Johnson. Beth Pika, she driving her pony around the front of the, looking for a bit of open real estate over the 30-yard line. She goes, the ball goes astray, and it looks like it rolls over the sideline. Right, I'm going to hand over to this man, Harry Kirk.
Thank you, Wayne. So an even start, end-to-end polo cross out here. New Zealand is going to be awarded the ball. Maybe a penalty awarded there towards New Zealand. So it's going to be Beth Peaker right in front of the uprights. Oh, got it. Right in front. You'll back her from there. And the high one over the top to make it number 2 for New Zealand. 2 plays 1, Chukka number 1, game number 1, day number 1 of the 2015 South African Polo Cross World Cup. So they come back now to the near side of the field. Umpire Tony O'Donnell waits for the straight line up. Now away, ball down. The 1s, the 2s, the 3s. The first to see if it there. It looked like it's going to be the USA 3. She can't handle the first attempt. Picked up by Peaker. No, now it's going to be picked up by the USA number 1. Dory Johnson, is it? Yes, it is the number 1. She looks to edge a pony around the front of the New Zealand defence in Turangi. Up the quarterway she goes. Johnson, goal number 2. 2 goals apiece. Chukka number 1. So a great receipt there from the USA ladies to put another on the board. We'll make it 2 goals apiece. The Bulls lock horns once again. Wayne, it's all tied up at 2 goals. Chukka number 1.
Right, they line up on the far side of the field. It's umpire Richard Chapp to throw the ball in. The ball sails to the back of the line. Who's got to be at first? It looks like the number 3 for the New Zealand side. She picks the ball up. It's Takarangi. She's looking for a number 1. And Beth Peaker makes it break up field, looking for a number 3. They're trying to link up. They're going to go over the 30-yard line. She snaps the ball, shoots the under and shot at goal, and that's goal number 3 for the New Zealand side. Goal number great bit of linking up there by the New Zealand side. We saw a bit of a shaky start at the beginning of the Chukka. Nerves are obviously at peak levels there, and the ball was uncontrolled for the first minute, I'd say. Looks like those nerves have all disappeared, and it's game time. Game faces on. They line up on the close side. Umpire Tony O'Donnell just sends them back. Wants everything to be very fair. The ball sails to the back of the line, and it looks like it's Takarangi. She's going to get the ball first. Looking for a number 1 in Beth Peaker. Beth Peaker driving her pony forward. The long pass goes through to Peaker. Peaker with the ball now. Puts in a big left turn. She's on the dance floor there. Trying to get past the number 3 for the United States. She ducks and dives, goes left, shoots the under and shot at goal. It sails between the uprights, and it's goal number 3 for the 5 for the New Zealand side. 5 goals to 2 for all you people that are audio streaming through to the New Zealand to the United States. Very warm welcome. I hope it's clear enough for you guys. They line up on the far side of the field. Umpire Richard Chappell to call them in, chopping up a bit of turf there in the. As we see on the tees there, the ball goes in, it goes to ground. Who's going to come up with it first? It looks like it's Dory Johnson. She's taking a whole heap of wood there, trying to evade. And that's the end of the Chukka. Right, the men come on now.
So very 4-2. 4-2 the official score. Correct weight, 4-2 in favour of New Zealand. So a 2-goal lead as they head into Chukka number 2. So the men for the United States, Seth Alcott, the number 1. Ryan Stride, the number 2, and Braxton Hamlin, the number 3. For New Zealand, Reagan Gollan, the number 1. Jessie Kiopa, the number 2, and Shane Hill, the number 3. So we go over the far side of the field. Richard Chappell, ball in. We get to see the first of man ball in, but straight away a whistle on from the umpires. They've seen something they're not quite happy with there. They say we'll line them up. We're going to make sure each and everything is done right out here. So they go back to the far side of the field. Chappell says we'll have another go at that one. Ball's about to go in the far side of the field. Chukka number 2. A scoreline 4 plays 2. New Zealand over USA. Ball down the tunnel. It's plucked out in the middle there. It's going to be Jessie Kiopa. Jessie Kiopa, he's flicked the pass across there to Ryan Gollan. Going now. Ryan Gloin comes up the quarterway, puts a little bounce down. Now he's going to be met with the United States defence. Braxton Hamlin. Gloin to Hamlin, the high overhand. Oh, Hamlin, he's got a racket to it now, and it's going to be waved away. Out over the back line it'll go. So great defence there. Braxton Hamlin for United States. Opportunity corn begging there by New Zealand. So Hamlin to restart play. He puts a little one out on the offside. Lovely work by the right-hander. He makes his way downfield now. Hamlin looking to link up with his number one there in Alcott. They come the quarter way, the 30-yard line, the 27-metre line. They come in deep in the corner there. It's Hamlin. Then look at the job Shane Hill's doing. Another one out here in Alcott. He's got to get the pass away. Alcott now in the clear away from Hill. Over that goes the pass. Alcott around the front of Hill. And goal number 3. 3 plays for Chukka number 2.
Right, the men getting things off to a quick start. 4 goals to 3 in the second, Chukka. Right. They'll line up on Tony O'Donnell's side. The ball goes in and it's Garrett with the ball now, the number 3 for the United States. He's got the ball now looking for his number 1. Number 1 and Seth Alcott. Seth Alcott makes a break around, just avoiding a bit of timber there, and a big whistle there from Tony O'Donnell. Looks like it was a bit of a dangerous stick swing. The ball will get handed over to Seth Alcott. Shane Hill in weight in the 30-yard area. Seth Alcott plays a nice little knee run to his near side. He takes a bit of timber there from Shane Hill, drives his pony around, shoots the underhand shot at goal, hits the PVC piping, but straight in between the sticks it goes. And that'll be 5 goals to the United States. 5 goals to 4 in the second, Chukka. Right, they'll line up on the far side of the field. The ball goes in, it sails to the back of the line, and it's Garrett Hamlin. He's got the ball now, driving his pony around, looking for his number 1, and Seth Alcott. He links up beautifully with Seth. Over the 30-yard line he goes, snaps it, traps it, shoots the underhand shot at goal, and that's goal number 5 for the United States. 5 goals to 4, sorry. 5 goals to 4 in the second, Chukka. Garrett Hamlin having a crack of... Sorry, my apologies. Braxton Hamlin there, number 3 for the United States. Right, the ball goes in. It's a high one. It goes right to the back. It looks like that man, Shane Hill. Shane Hill has to get it, but the ball gets taken off him by that man, Braxton Hamlin. He tries to offload to his number 2. The pass goes astray, but it's Braxton Hamlin. Braxton Hamlin comes up with it. He's got the ball now, looking for his number 1, and Seth Alcott. Seth Alcott makes his way into the 30-yard area, takes the pass from Braxton Hamlin, shoots the underhand shot at goal, and that's goal number 6. Goal number 7 for the United States. 7 goals to 4. 6 goals to 4. 6 goals to 4 in the second, Chukka.
Chukka number 2, 6 plays for, 2-point ball game. A great opening Chukka by the United States. They go back the far side of the field. Chappell down it goes. The 1s, the 2s. Picked up there by the middleman, Ryan Strider. Strider now, the USA number 2 gets his first touch of the 2015 World Cup now. Strider, he's going to be marked up there by the number 1 for New Zealand. And Gloin. Strider gets a bit of room to move down the far sideline. Left wheel, right wheel. Out of trouble he goes. Strider back into trouble. Lovely teamwork. Makes the plan work. Says Brett Hamlin across to the number 1 there, deep out in the corner, Seth Alcott. He's going to get his first personal interaction with Hill, but away he goes from Hill, and there's another one for the States. 7 plays for. So Shane Hill giving Seth Alcott a nice warm welcome to South Africa, deep over there in the Devil's Corner of the US goal scoring area. And now they come back to the near side of the field. Tony O'Donnell, give me a straight line-up. I'll give you a ball to play with. And not quite happy, the eagle eye of the number 1's out here. But certainly having a great game in the number 3 jersey out here for the USA side. Braxton Hamlin. Waiting. Now away ball down. It's going to drop for the 2s, the 3. Shane Hill gets a touch now. Hill, the skipper of the... New Zealand side. He's going to put a pass over the top there to Reagan. Gloin comes up the quarter way. He downs it, traps it. He knows what to do from there. And there goes goal number 5. They bring it back within 2, Wayne. Pretty evenly matched so far this game, Wayne. What do you think?
Oh, no, it's a great contest for the opening game. You're on a close game for the spectators and it'll keep things interesting. The players look hell of a... that's the Chukka now. The ladies coming back on. I don't know if they'll have any changes to their lineups.
Referee Stewie Neal from Australia out there just making sure each and everything runs smoothly. So don't forget to go and have a look at all the trade stores on the far side of the field.
Yeah, big thank you to all the sponsors, all of the people that have sponsored here today. Land Rover, big thanks to you. The Shungweni Christian Club, a very, very big thank you to all of you involved. You've put a lot of work into putting this event together. Then all the South Africans that are busy in the background. You guys all know who you are. We all appreciate what you've done, and very big thanks to all of you. Yeah, right. Thank you. Right. Okay, thanks, Trent. Playing out of your boots. Right, coming on for the New Zealand side now. Yeah. New Zealand now, we've got Beth Peker in the number 1 jersey. She'll be backed by Kyla Hill in the number 2 jersey, and right at the back of the lineup, Nikki Shaft. That's for the New Zealand side. For the USA side, we've got Dory. She'll be playing the number 1. She was number 1 in the previous Chukka. Megan in the number 2 jersey, and at the back, Catherine. They line up on the far side on Richard Chappell. The ball goes in and sails to the back. Who's going to be at first? It looks like it's Nikki Shaft. Nikki Shaft with the ball now. Nikki Shaft looking for a number 1 and Beth. Take a bit of trouble there from the number 1 and Dory from the American side. She takes a whole heap of wood. The pass goes through to number 1 and Beth. Beth putting in a big left turn. She's got to get past Catherine. Riding her pony, puts in another turn. Looking for a gap. Looking for an opening. Ducks and dives. Sees the opening. Shoots the underhand shot at goal. Sails between the posts. And that's goal number 6 for the New Zealand side. 1 goal the difference in the fourth Chukka, sorry. Sorry, it's the third Chukka. There's a bit of a problem there on the electrical difficulty. 6 goals to 7. Right, umpire Tony O'Donnell just lining them up, trying to get the lines correct, and he gets a bit tired of it and hands the ball over to the number 1 for the New Zealand side, and Beth Peker gives her a mark. She plays nice little neat one on her near side. She gathers the ball, puts in a big right turn. She's got 2 USA players homing down on her. She sees a bit of an opening, driving her pony forward. She's got the number 1, the 3 for the USA side. Wait in the 30-yard area. She ducks and dives and evades Dory Johnson. Over the 30-yard line she goes, and it's quite a safe bounce. Now she's got to get past Catherine. She's got Catherine turn. She puts in a big left turn, drives her pony around the front. Not sure of having a dig at the goal yet. Waiting for the perfect opportunity. She doesn't want to. She wants to convert the possession she's got into points. Looking for an opening, driving her pony forward, shoots the underhand shot at goal. It hits the PVC pipe and it goes back into field. Who's going to be at first? It looks like it's Beth. Beth will have a dig at a bit. Catherine comes up with it. Catherine, number 3 for the United States. She's got the ball now. Great little bit of conversion there from Catherine of the United States. Catherine in control of the ball now, looking for an opening, drives her pony forward over the 30-yard line she goes. Looks for a number 1 in Dory Johnson. Dory Johnson getting hard marked there by Nikki Shaft. Catherine just taking her time, puts the pass through tries to get the pass through to number 2, but it's intercepted there and by Kyla Hill. Kyla Hill puts in a long pass through to number 1 and Beth Ryder. The pass is uncontrolled and goes over the back line. It'll be Catherine's ball. Catherine will get another shot at it. Players just battling to link up at the moment. The mark gets given to Catherine. Catherine plays a nice little neat unto himself. She gathers it beautifully. Now she's got to get past Beth. Beth just marking her, keeping in a controlled area. Try to get the ball back from the United States. Right. And Catherine makes the break. The pass is intercepted by the number 3 and Nikki Shaft. Great interception there, unbelievable. Looking for a number 1 and Beth Pika. Beth Pika trying to get an opening. She's getting hard marked there by Catherine. The pass goes through. It's uncontrolled and it's going to flirt to the 30-yard line. The horse hoofs it into touch and that'll be... Came. Right. Umpire Tony O'Donnell gives the ball to the number 3, Catherine. Catherine with the ball now, trying to get past Beth Pika. In a bit of control, yeah. We've seen a bit of interception in the last few plays. Anyway, it's Catherine with the ball now, driving her pony around, looking for a number 1 and Dory Johnson. Dory Johnson heading upfield, getting hard marked there by Nikki Shaft. They try to link up over the 3-yard line. The pass goes through. The pass is successful. Loses a bit of ABS braking there, but Dory manages to come up with a big ride-off there by the number 3 and Nikki Shaft. Umpire Tony O'Donnell blows his whistle and looks like, I'm not too sure what the call was there, but it looks like they'll line up on the far side of the field on Richard Chapel.
So there it is on the scoreboard, a free goal awarded to USA. So moving the horse off its line of travel, balls in out the back. Oh, she had a good attempt and it couldn't handle it now. It's going to be picked up, still on the ground. The ponies kick it forward, the players battle it forward. Now offside pick up Kyla Hill, the number 2. Whistle, whistle, whistle. So umpire Tony O'Donnell across the centre line of the horse. For those a bit uncertain of the rules of polocrosse, when in possession of the ball, whether it be left-handed or right-handed, you must keep the ball on that side of the pony. You cannot cross it across the centre line of the horse to get away from defenders. But now we go back through the racket of Dory Johnson. Johnson downfield she goes. This is the number 1 for USA. Johnson puts a hammer down and a bit more horse flesh on. Through she goes. Johnson. Another great goal to USA. And there goes goal number 9, 9-6. Chukka number 3, 9-6. They edge in front by 3 goals. But so far this game very evenly matched. Ball's in long and hard at the back. We get to see the first bit. Lovely offside pick up now. Nikki Shaft, the number 3 for New Zealand, gets a position out the back. Downfield, she's got to go. They go the pace, the Kiwis now up the quarterway to pass across. Taken by Beth Pika. Pika now. She gets a right-hand wheel away. Catherine Hanlon there. Around the angle shot, the New Zealanders edge it back and make it 7-9. 7 plays 9 in Chukka number 3. We'd have to be getting close to the tail end of Chukka number 3, Wayne. And 7-9, the USA in front by 2.
A great bit of play there by the Nas. That's the end of the Chukka. Going into Chukka number 4, the boys will be coming on now. Only 2 goals the difference. You couldn't ask for a closer contest. The ball sails to the back and it's Braxton with the ball now. He offloads to his number 2. Great little bit of interplay there. Looking for an option for his number 1. He cruises upfield. The break comes and the pass goes through. The pass is successful. It's the number 1 for the USA now. He ducks and dives, gets around that man. The number 3 for the New Zealand side. Looking for an opening. Sees the gap, shoots the underhand shot at goal. Quick and easy for the United States. Number 1 there, Regan. Seth Alcott, sorry. Seth Alcott, the number 1 for the United States. 10 goals to 7. Oh, shit. You can wait. Yeah. Right, it looks like there's a bit of umpires just giving a lecture and the ball gets handed over to Seth Alcott. Seth Alcott with the ball now. Plays nice little neat onto himself. Gathers it collectively, looks for an opening, drives his pony around the front of Jay Richardson. Over the 30 line he goes, he shoots the underhand shot at goal. Goal number 11 for the United States side. Great little bit of play there from Seth Alcott. Not too sure what the discrepancy was. We've lost a ball boot on one of the tendon boot there. Tendon boot on one of the horse's players. It looks like it's Jared Richardson. Jared Richardson, my apologies. He's going to quickly put on the gear. Horse's safety is paramount. Don't want any of these ponies getting injured, especially in the opening game. Trot it out quickly, see if it's all right.
Ryan's last name? So, yes, the protection of these ponies paramount in the sport of polocrosse. So it looks like everything's fixed now. 11-7, 7-11 the score in favour of USA, Chukka number 4. So now they go back over the far side of the field. Umpire Richard Chappell waits for the straight lineup. And he's laying down the law there. There's a tee at the front of the lineup which the players must remain behind before the umpire throws a ball in. And in this case, there's been a penalty award to USA. A bit too much on that one. That's going to go down. Oh, pick up there by the New Zealander. And Gloyne, he couldn't quite handle it though. He's going to get another go at it. No, picked up by Hill, who's going to be there to pick it up. As Hill now. Shane Hill picks it up in the middle now. Just directing traffic at the moment now. Shane Hill, this is the number 1 for the New Zealand side. He's in attack. They got a few to make up. 7-11 the score. Hill downs it up towards the quarter way. Now he's going to get around this defence here. Braxton Hamlin, Hill and Hamlin. They do battle down there in the New Zealand goal scoring area. Hill, Hamlin. Now he just sits off him. This is Shane Hill, very experienced under the helmet there of Shane Hill. Cockton ready to fire the racket there of Hill, and he says there's no time to waste. Each and every one will count. There's goal number 8 for New Zealand. 8 plays 11, Chukka number 4. So a nice overhander there. First one in the men's. Chukka now down the back. It's going to go picked up by Braxton Hamlin. Hamlin, he's going to go the pace. The gauntlet out in front. Plenty of horse flesh, body flesh, everything on down there. Great defence from the New Zealanders. They're good enough to force Sierra now. Down there, picked up by, yes, Jared Richardson. Richardson out now. They look like they're going to go the pace. They put the hammer down and a little low one out in front. Richardson, he can't handle it now. It's going to be the old and wise Mr. Shane Hill to pick it up. And he's going to be out in front, edging the pony around the front of Hamlin. New Zealand on the attack. Shane Hill, make it goal number 9. 9 plays 11. So, unofficial score. The players wait for the umpire to line up straight, give him a hand. So unofficial score, 9-11. Ball's in. There it is, the ones, the twos. It's picked up by the number 2. Yes, for South African. They flick it over. Out in front it goes now. Hill picks it up. He's had plenty of possession now. The switch up from Shane Hill from the front to the back of the pack now. Shane Hill, the number 1 for New Zealand. Looking to make it number 10. Down he goes, Hill. Goal, goal, goal. Make it 10 plays 11, the unofficial score. It looks like we're going to have a bit of time off, and umpire Tony O'Donnell just laying down the law. So the umpire's just instructing the players, and unofficial score. So just preparing the helmet there of one of the United States players. So don't forget the next match out here. Game number 2 of the 2015 Polocrosse World Cup. Australia to take on the United Kingdom. So that game to follow this one, I believe that's a 10:30 kickoff. But so it looks like everything repaired and ready to get back underway. So make some noise, spectators. It's a close one, this one. Chukka number 4, balls down the tunnel. It's a US possession through the racket of Alcott. Seth Alcott now. Downfield he's going to go. He puts a pace on Richardson, a bit late to the scene. Alcott, make it goal number 12. 12 plays 10, the unofficial score. And I'll hand you back to Wayne.
Right, very close game on our hands here. It's USA versus New Zealand. Great opening game. Great opening stanza of this beautiful script getting written here. Players have come out on form this morning. Seen some exciting polocrosse to start off. I hope the spectators are on the edge of the seats right now. We're in the 5th Chukka. Things are getting exciting. Right, umpire Richard Chappell just trying to get the line out right. Every team just trying to find some little bit of advantage. The ball goes high in the sky, and it's that man, Braxton Hamlin. Braxton Hamlin with the ball now, the number 3 for the United States. Looking for an opening passage up to his number 1, Seth Alcott. Takes a bit of timber there from the number 2 from the New Zealand side. Driving his pony forward, looking for his number 1, and Seth. Seth makes a break. The pass goes through, and Seth can't get it on the first attempt. Ball goes to ground, and it looks like it's gone over the sideline. Seth Alcott with the ball in hand at the moment. He gets given a penalty on the 30-yard line. He plays nice little neat to himself. Gets the pony going. Collects it on the bounce. Looking for an option. He's got to get past that man, Jared Richardson. Jared Richardson, the number 3 for the New Zealand side. Seth just working the 30-yard area. Looking for an opening. Drives his pony forward. Shoots the underhand shot of goal. Sails between the PVC piping. And that's great goal there by Seth. 13 goals to 9. 13 goals to 9 for the difference. They'll line up on the far side on Richard Chappell, the Peter Maritzburg side. The Peter Maritzburg end, we'll call it. Umpire. Right, bit of confusion there at which side they lined up. They have to line up. It'll be Tony O'Donnell to throw the ball in. He calls them in. The lineup's a good one. It sails to the back of the line, and it looks like it's Braxton Hamlin. He can't gather a bit. Seth Alcott cleans up. Seth Alcott with the ball now. Puts in a big right turn. Gets himself into a bit of open real estate. Shane Hill coming in like a Lockheed missile. Seth Alcott just looking for a bit of an opening. The pass goes through to his number 3 and number 2 and Ryan Strider. It's that man Ryan Strider with the ball now. Ryan Strider just working his way upfield. Looks for a bit of open play. His number 3 comes, takes a player, but it's the end of the Chukka, and 13 goals to 9. It ends off there. 4 goals the difference. That's a close one. Stadium. Well, this is the Polocrosse World Cup, and here comes our Boeing. Right. My runner coming in, if they could just... Right, umpire Richard Chappell calls him in on the far side. The ball sails out to the back of the line, and it's the number 3 for New Zealand. She has it, she can't gather the first attempt, but who comes up with is the number 2 for the United States side. She's carrying the ball upfield. The number 1 got Dory Johnson. The ball goes in, it goes in deep. Who's going to come up with it? It looks like it's Dory Johnson. Dory Johnson with the ball now, looking for an option. She's got to get past Nikki. Nikki's the a big overhand shot from Dory Johnson, and that's goal number 14 for the United States. Great little bit of interplay there. Right, they'll line up on the Durban side of the field. Right. And the ball goes in. It's right in the front of the line, and it's the number 1 for the United States, and Dory Johnson. Dory Johnson with the ball now takes a bit of timber there from the number 2. A big whistle there from umpire Tony. I don't think he liked the attempted swing. Anyway, it'll be Dory Johnson's ball from the center field on the 30-yard line. She plays a nice little net onto her near side. She gathers it collectively, puts in a big left turn, drives her pony forward, just making sure of every goal. Converting the possession. Ducks and dives, looks for an option. Getting hard marked there by Nikki. She's not going to let anything come easy. Dory just looking for an opening. She's tried, puts in a big underhand shot. The ball sails in the air and goes over the back line. If I'm not mistaken. Nikki Sharp, yeah. Right, it's a 30-yard throw for the number 3 and Nikki Shaft. The New Zealand number 3. She plays a nice one to herself. She puts in a bit of open real estate. The ball goes a bit astray, and it's Dory Johnson. She has the digger. She comes up with it. Dory Johnson over the 30-yard line. She goes. She's going to make sure of the big whistle there from umpire Richard Chappell, and the ball gets handed back over to Nikki Shaft. It'll be her number 1 in Beth Peaker. Beth Peaker. She'll play the ball 5 meters out from the 30-yard line, the opposition goal-scoring area. She plays a nice little net onto herself. She's got a whole host of USA players to get past. She takes a whole heap of timber there from Megan. And there's a huge whistle there from umpire Tony O'Donnell. Not very happy with that passage of play, and he moves the ball right up to the New Zealand goal-scoring area. Beth Peaker, she'll play it right from the 30-yard line. Catherine Hannigan in wait. Beth plays an nice one into herself. Gathers it perfectly. Now she's got to get past Catherine Hannigan. Catherine Hannigan patrolling the D area. Shoots a massive underhand shot at goal. Sails to the left hand of the upright. And goal judges signal a no goal. That means it'll be Catherine's ball from the 30-yard line.
And appears to be some time off out here in Chukka number 5 of this opening game for the 2015 South African hosted World Cup. A scoreline of 10 plays, 14. New Zealand trailing by 4 goals. Chukka number 5. And don't forget, I believe 10:30 kickoff. We will have the next game, game number 2. Australia to take on the United Kingdom. So as we've mentioned before, the protection of these lone ponies is paramount, and hence we make sure that all the protection gear is intact. And once again, a special mention to all those who have helped in supplying horses, and a great array of horses so far in the early stage of this World Cup, Wayne.
We've got a bit of an Ashes series on at the next game, UK versus Australia, playing for the Big Little Trophy.
Yes, if it's anything like the cricket, we may see it. Yeah, so judging on previous events of the Ashes, Australia with a strong bait, but we're in the great sport of polocrosse out here today. Of course, the United Kingdom, the hosts of the 2011 Polocrosse World Cup. Chukka number 5, we go. 10 plays 14. Hello. 10 plays. That one's gone. 10 plays 14. New Zealand trailing by 4 goals. So where's the New Zealand supporters? Make some noise. Get behind these ladies out here. They need to make up a few goals. It's going to be in the racket of the United States. Catherine Hannigan in attack now. Downfield, she got to go. Got to get the pass across to Dory Johnson. She hits a brake pedal, pumps it a little harder, and down it goes on the ground. Maybe a whistle in back play. Umpires, so we'll have a board meeting. And we'll see where this one goes. So the umpire's not missing a beat. Tony O'Donnell and Richard Chappell. Okay, so the umpires have come with an outcome. It looks like a United States jersey through the racket of Dory Johnson to restart play. 14 plays 10. Chukka number 5 in favour of the USA, but it's stolen there by New Zealand. That's going to be through the racket there of the Nikki Shaft. Downfield she goes. Got to get the pass in here to a number 1. Awfully close to the sideline. Flicks a little one over the top there to a number 2 there. Another whistle on. So another break in play. So for those spectators a bit unsure or a bit new to the sport of polocrosse, at each end of the field you'll see the small section, which is where the goals must be scored, and the ball can only be bounced or passed across the line there to enter that section, and that can only be entered by the attacking size number 1 shirt and the defending size number 3 shirt. The 2 shirts you see out there remain in centre field the entire match. They're the heart of the field. And then, of course, the opposing end sees the 1s and the 3s. The circle you see around the goalpost is an 11-yard line, which the goal must be thrown outside of to score a goal. So you must be outside of the 11-yard line. So we'll run through a few of the rules throughout the day for those spectators who are a bit foreign to the sport, so you can have a clearer, more exciting understanding of this great sport. At the moment, 10 plays 14. USA in front.
Get it sorted out there. Players for around. It looks like they'll line up on the Durban side of the field. Umpire Tony O'Donnell to throw the ball in. Right, just getting the line out sorted out. Everything has to be fair, even Stevens. Most crucial part of the game, as you can imagine, with it basically being a 50-50. Right, the ball goes and it sails to the back of the line out. Who's going to be the first? It looks like it's Catherine Hannigan. Catherine Hannigan has a dig at it. She can't get it on the first attempt. The ball goes a bit astray and she manages to scoop it up on the second attempt. She's got Beth Becker, hard marking there. She's in the New Zealand goal scoring area. Move it into the goal scoring area as a safety net there. Line out being obviously right on top of the area. She backs her pony, puts in a big right turn over the 30-yard line. She goes, interception there from the New Zealand number 2 and Stephanie Takarangi, the pass goes through to the number 1 and Beth Pika. Pony loses a bit of footing. Beth Pika just making sure of her goal here, puts in a big right turn, drives a pony forward, shoots the underhand shot at goal. Okay. Right. 11 goals to 14 in the 5th Chukka, final Chukka for the ladies. New Zealand fans edging their country on. They'll line up on Tony O'Donnell. The ball goes in, it gets dislodged and it goes to ground and it goes over the sideline. Umpire Tony O'Donnell, he'll reline them up again. Ball was uncontrolled. Right, the ball goes in, sails to the back of the line and it's Catherine Hannigan. Catherine Hannigan having a cracker out the back there today. She avoids a bit of timber there from the New Zealand side. Looking for a number 1 and Dory Johnson. Dory Johnson getting hard marked in the 30-yard area. Puts in a big left turn. The pass goes through. Dory Johnson collects. Looking for an opening. She's got Nikki Shaft all over her. Shoots the underhand shot at goal. Sails between the PVC piping. Great goal there from Dory Johnson. 15 goals to 11. 15 goals to 11. And I would say this second half of this Chukka must be coming to a close real soon. They'll line up on the far side of the field. The ball goes in and that's the end of the Chukka. A big round of applause for the ladies here. They've had a cracker, a bit of a lecture there in the middle of the field. Just clear things up so the Chukka can go smooth, run smooth there. I'm pretty sure they'll have something to say about lining up, as well as probably in close games like this, things can get on edge, I'd say. You might see the odd wild stick swing, all out of just pure ambition to try and win. Anyway, lecture over, and they'll line up on the Peter Maritzburg side of the field. Umpire Richard Chappell to throw the ball in. Right, the ball goes in, and who's going to come up with it? It looks like it's Shane Hill. Shane Hill having a dig there. Shane Hill having a dig, and it's that man, Steph Alcott. Right, and it's the number 1. He's got the ball now for the United States. Over the 30-yard line he goes. Big whistle there. Right, and it's New Zealand's ball from the 30-yard line. Number 3 takes it, and he takes a bit of timber there. Right, driving his pony forward, looking for his number 1, and Shane Hill. Shane Hill collects, looks for the underhand option, getting a hard mark there from the number 3 from the United States. Puts the ball back into play, gathers it collectively, looks for the underhand shot at goal, shoots the underhand shot at goal. 12 goals to 15, 3 the difference. It's the final Chukka. We've still got probably about good 5 minutes left of play. It's everything to play for you. Shane Hill, a very experienced campaigner, been involved in a lot of World Cups. Right. Perfect. 12 goals to 15, 3 goals the difference. Umpires having another chat there. Spectators, get behind your side. This is when they really need them in the dying minutes of the game. Or dying end of half, last Chukka. 3 goals the difference. 3 goals is nothing in polocrosse. I mean, we've seen goals getting scored in about 12 seconds flat. I reckon we could expect some exciting stuff. It's not over until it's over. USA with a 3-goal lead. I'm sure they'll be dying for a victory here. But like I say, it's not over until it's over. They'll line up on Tony O'Donnell's side of the field, the Durban side of the field. Umpire Tony calls him in. Right, just trying to get the line out correct there. The ball goes in and sails out the back. Who's going to be at first? It looks like it's that man, Braxton Hanlon. The ball goes to ground, and it's the number 2, Garrett. Garrett for the New Zealand side. He has the dig. He can't gather, and it's left on the ground, and it's that man, Jared Richardson offloads to Shane Hill. Shane Hill collects. Pulling in his pony there. He's going to make dead sure of this goal. Make 100%. Shane Hill goes into the 30-yard area. Takes the ball up. Shoots the unhand shot at goal. And it's goal number 13. 13 goals to 15. 2 goals the difference. Ladies and gentlemen, this is getting closer and closer. USA, you guys need to get behind your side. This is when they need you. They need the support. New Zealand, I'll expect to hear your supporters from all over the pitch now. 2 goals the difference. The ball goes in. It's that number 2 for the USA side. And Garrett Hanlon. Garrett Hanlon with the ball now, looking for his number 1, Seth Alcott. Offloads to Seth. Seth's got the ball now. Seth looking for an opening, taking a whole heap of timber there, and that's carried over.
Yes, the umpire not missing a beat out here. And it looks like it's going to be in the racket of Shane Hill. So where are the New Zealanders, the Kiwis, the United States, the Yankees? Where are the noises? Now Shane Hill through the pack. He goes up towards the quarterway and now gets a jump around the front of Hamlin. Hamlin around the front. There's goal number 14. They bring it back within 1. Edging closer. New Zealand trail by 1. 14 plays of 15. Chukka number 6, everything to gain and nothing to lose at the moment in the first game of the 2015 Polo Cross World Cup. They come back now. The near side of the field. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. It's out the back. It's going to be Richardson on the offsider. Lovely pick up by the New Zealander. Now, Jared Richardson. He just sits up. He says, we've got plenty of time to get right down the other end of my number 1 there. And it's Shane Hill. Hill now. It looks like he's behind play. He says, I'll deliver my own mail today. And now he goes down, directing traffic through the middle. Hits the stoplight. It turns green. Around the front he goes. Hill. Deep out there in the Devil's Corner. He's going to be marked up by Branxton Hamlin. Now Hill to Hamlin, the equaliser, the trequaliser on the board out here. Hill away. The angle shot decides better. The overhander. And there it is. The Bulls lock horns once again. 15 goals apiece. Chukka number 6.
Even Stevens, can you believe it? The last Chukka. It's Shane Hill. His experience is coming in there. He didn't have the never say die attitude, and now it's equal. 15 goals each. Ball goes in. It's dislodged and goes over the sideline. Umpire Richard Chappell, he'll line them up again on the Pietermaritzburg side of the field. 15 goals apiece. Right, umpire just giving them a lecture, telling them it's got to be even, Stephen. You don't want to have a slight edge. Right, the ball goes in. It goes onto the New Zealand side. It's the Number 2, Jesse Creel. He's got the ball. Carriopa offloads to Shane Hill. Shane Hill takes a bit of timber. Driving his pony forward. He's got Braxton Hamlin and Shane Hill driving his pony forward over the 30-yard line. He goes. He shoots the unhand shot at goal. New Zealand take the lead for the first time in this game. Taking the lead when it counts. In the final Chukka, Shane Hill, being a stalwart of this New Zealand side, moved into the number 1 jersey after the first Chukka, and 16 goals to 15, won the difference. Right, they line up on this other field. The ball sails to the back. Who's going to be at first? It looks like it's Garrett Richardson. Garrett Richardson with the ball now. Jared Richardson looking for his number 1 in Shane Hill. Shane Hill does the loop around. Looking for an option. Shane Hill calls for the ball. He receives. Looking for a passage upfield. He's got USA players trying to channel him all over the place. Shane Hill in control of the ball now. Puts in a big left turn. Looking for an option. He's got Braxton Hannigan waiting for him in the box there. Shane Hill ducking and diving. Shane Hill driving his pony forward. Shoots the underhand shot of goal. Sails between the PVC piping. New Zealand in the lead.
So they edge out by 2, and it doesn't matter if you're in front or behind any other stage but the end. And we now move into tail stages of Chukka number 6. Where's the United States supporters? Lift them up, make some noise. They need the help. It's Chukka number 6. New Zealand in front by 2, 17-15. The umpires, they wait for a straight lineup. Give me a straight lineup. I'll give you a ball to play with now. Waiting. Chappell puts it in. It's up the front. The sideline might take advantage of that one. And that's one component out here. You just can't beat Wayne, the sideline. And there's Chukka. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. A great fight by the United States and a great game by New Zealand. They triumph at the end to win by 2 in the first game of the 2015 South Africa.